Não, tá gravando já.
Como é que faz depois? Ele manda bem?
Ah, isso aí só não. Esses 20 segundos. Só esse lateral aqui já voltou, acho. Vê se voltou. Não, vai voltar.
Quer dizer, não precisa nem do grupo.
Não, já subiu o sinal aqui, já tá voltando. Fecha e abre de novo.
Tá indo, já vai. Tá indo, já vai. Fala pra dentro, tá.
Já voltou lá já.
Pega a imagem aérea, como é que a gente faz isso?
Não sei. Não, gravaram, né? Gravaram.
Eles têm de tudo que é contra complexo que a gente abre de tempo.
Já voltou, né?
Voltou. Foi um minutinho.
Não aconteceu nada. Culpa foi minha. Esqueci completamente da bateria. Tinha que ter trocado entre um jogo e outro. Trouxe duas. Todo jogo lá no Braia agora tem tomada. Ah, foi engraçado, né? Deve dar um dinheirinho pra ele, né? Não, deve dar um dinheirinho pra ele.
Ele tá em todo sorrindo da Montevideo.
Pô, outro dia eu fui lá naquele Bela Colina. No Bela Colina entregar. Aquele Bela... Sabe qual que é?
Não. A gente mudou o jogo, aí depois mudou o jogo de novo. Aí ele. Já esse jogo vai parar no estádio Moça Bonita no Rio.
Fui lá no Bela Colina. Sabe qual é o Bela Colina? É o condomínio mais pica hoje em dia aqui. É, Monte Verde.
Ah, é?
As casas lá tudo 10, 12, 15.
Pô, se você trabalhar no Monte Verde, seria o quê? 10 minutinhos de casa?
Não. Então uns 25.
Ai, poxa. 25. Ih, baixou a bandeirinha. Pode reclamar, filho. Baixou a bandeirinha, cara, bem longe.
Te mostrei como é que tá lá?
Gostou uma semana. Alex, you're here. Big man, Gatorade.
They get it for all the guys, is it?
You got a bunch. Ai.
Achou um aula?
Aham. Sempre.
chegou?
Nice guy, Martin.
Very proud of his son. As far as should be. Yeah, that was totally different.
Se daqui pra minha casa dá uns 45 minutos.
Aqui?
Não dá.
Eu tô tentando pra lá.
Dá 50 e pouco.
Clermont é meio que longe de tudo, até tipo, na meiuca, mas não tem. Não é perto do. Achava que é do lado do International Drive, não é. Do lado do Leica, não é.
Do lado da Disney.
Pô, né? Se abrisse aquela área lá.
Não, quando eu abri, já abriu. Não, vai abrir. Quando abrir é 12 minutos.
Mas é certo?
Aham. Já acabou, do lado do Lake County já acabou, só falta o Orange County.
Ah, eles estão fazendo.
Já fizeram, já. Estavam acabando de terminar de pintar. E começaram a construir o Olimpo lá. O Olympus. Aquele negócio, aquele complexo esportivo. Ele vai valorizar pra caralho. Bem demais aqui, né? Assim, quando tá valendo 1 milhão ali, já paguei a casa.
Tá aqui, cara.
Ele cismou que ele agora ele é volante. Ele foi com os meninos. Olha a tranquilidade do Jacob, bem demais. A tranquilidade do Jacob é bem demais.
Maneiro, né? Os caras fazendo isso.
Hã?
Maneiro que vai usar o cliente.
Os dois já é de 4,45, né? Ou é de 6 e pouco?
Caralho!
É 4,45 ou 6,40? O japa.
Caralho, Samuel. Puta que pariu.
Deixa eu fazer o que nessa ali?
Samuel foi o risco do pote.
Vai pra lá?
Samuel vai ser o idiota. 11 mil por dia.
E lá é D2, né? Que Nil tá me ligando? Oi, Nil. Não.
Most goals to on turnovers. Just like
Deixa eu falar que tá um aqui
where the
também.
most goals.
Não sei, calma aí. Tem todos os lados. Deixa eu falar que tá um aqui também.
At these levels, like what are you
Tá
seeing?
on.
Just like what leads to goals?
Trancou aqui atrás. A do meio.
Ah, sim, tá aberto lá. Aqui, aqui, pra frente aqui. É do outro lado, mas aqui.
Um pouco pro lado aí,
Um
Nil.
pouco pro lado pra direita.
Pra direita.
É.
Tá? Aham.
Not as
E o
many
coach?
because there's not as many teams that try to play.
Não.
Because they used to call it true card and ESL true. It's not cool. Everybody tries to go along because they don't want to try too much. I mean, you can see not a lot, but a good amount of those trying to play if the team's not in good shape. But I would say, usually they have like fast guys. Every college coach is kind of put they in the pace guy. I don't care about that, like the guys that can play now. But then usually when I see college game, isolate a guy 1v1 and maybe it's not his corner, but he's putting on the mix or going down the line. For me, it's a blue game. Like hyper-vector penetration. Lilo.
Tell me, so how many subs can you make?
7 You can take 20 guys from game from 7.
What's the breakdown rate? Is it by, is there rules on that?
Is that what?
Like, can you make no more than 3 in one go, or is it just 7 or whatever? Right. So 7 or whatever.
Tá viajando. Ganharam ontem fora de casa, estão em terceiro.
It's a harsh punishment for the key.
Não, cara, não tem 6 ali. Como é que foi o primeiro jogo? 6. Ontem?
Pô, por favor, que nem ia dar, né, Nilão?
Ah, é. Ai, cara. Eles são melhor que o Ana,
Sabia que o time 1 só ganhou um jogo?
não?
Outro dia na van eles estavam fazendo as contas.
Oh, half what?
É.
Half is the referee.
Ele e o K1 também começou a botar no lateral com a entrada, depois esse texto Jacob não viu?
Bem demais, pô.
Cadê o pai dele aí?
Tá ali, vermelho.
É chinelo que ele faz. É chinelo vermelho.
Bem demais, pô. Ele merece.
Esse zagueiro aqui, então, parece um velhaco, cara, faz essa boitinha de bola. Será que não é um coach jogando, não? Eles estão com o
Coach não é bem bom.
Algum planejamento? Depois não vamos pra trás.
Pô, falei pro Adriano. O quê?
Sério, não podemos fazer?
Não, mas ele comprou um outro que vale
E tem um mó strip aqui, legal ali atrás, ali. Vários barizinhos, eu falei, caralho.
Você não tá vendo o jogo. Hã? Você não tá vendo o jogo. Você falando de bar de...
Caralho.
Aí sai aqui, como é que eu chego em casa? Ei, Nilo. Ei, Nilo.
Pô, a Lady assiste, tá assistindo o jogo em casa?
Não, tá vendo o Grenal, pô.
Pelo amor de Deus.
Tá vendo o Grenal, pô. Ela não vê o jogo, não.
Aqui tá 0x0? Pô, o Black voltou bem.
Muito ruim de passe.
Depois foi merda.
Esse vai lá, da liga, da liga. Olha o baile que ele não é.
And the subs tell me now. I know you know about Civil and Civil. subs in like the school? Is that infinite? Or
In college, it's infinite, but like in the first half, whoever comes out can not go back in. In the second half, you can just put 40 subs. Maybe NCAA, maybe it's has a couple more limitations, but any age in college, when you're a coach, the very first half you take them back in, and the second half you take them. So like there's some coaches, there's a coach in Alex Baker, who's a Oregon State influencer, and he won 2 nationals in the area, Central Methodist. Serving in the box, you put 6, 7 guys, 6 inch challenge the keeper, and then pressure on the ball like plays 1, 2, double down, triple down. But he would sub in the second half, he would sub every 4 or 5 minutes. He just created a brand of football because he was smart enough because NCAA created fucking rules instead of just, FIFA rules. There's only one way football works, so he's like, yeah, he was an American football coach, he won the big structures, lose, turn it out, he's like, listen, I just found a way, soccer is really good with stats. Like, if you put 7 guys in the box, and then a lot of it, 10, 15 stats, he wants you not to really fit in the way. Because nobody can do it. We had him play with him, just throw guys, watch some other guys. We got him in the summertime and access, he couldn't fucking play. My Brazilian spot guys, the level of intensity, like, how does that not get intense? And I look, they come right stay there. They're ready to come in. And then when they won the nationals, the Spanish player had he used to have like some crazy intense guys, like 2, 3 very technical players for London's team. And then the Spanish kid at the national group of here, so they know him website. He came out on Twitter and Facebook. We don't really love the team is so boring. It's 3 hours and 7 minutes, but it works to win national champ. And then Mike Alex, the coach, on the convention in January in Kansas, and we're having a beer with an event. And then Alex, he said, man, I love that kid, but he always says, I told you, and he's still telling all these guys, like, oh, no, it's 3 hours. It's ridiculous. This win like that. I understand why he said that, but he should have said that to your phone. It's like, you work for one. I don't know. I They get the numbers, the data, they get groups. Yeah. They literally told me, I want to think about it. If you put 7, 8 balls in the box, goalkeepers are going to make like 5, 7 mistakes. You probably got a 15 mistakes. That's our goalkeeper was playing the Champions League. He was in the bench for Port City in Ireland. And 2017, 2018 Europa League with the name of the first team, David Costa, unbelievable keeper. But he wasn't tall, he was like 178, 180 or something. He wasn't tall, but he was so cool. He left the game, he had to put like we got like a brace or something because of his shoulder, because he was punching everything. They would literally do like 1, 2 between 2 guys, and 4 guys would come to the box to challenge the goalkeeper. And then he would serve, and out. And then their first goal was a mistake. They would punch the guy from the end of the box, put it back in. But it was like crazy. I was like, what is happening? I remember the quarterfinals, I was like, we're going to lose against Missouri, Violent 1-0 with a mistake. The semifinals, 15 minutes in, I was hearing about Central Methodist, but I never saw them play. And then I saw them in 85, which is a funny story as well. But like, I remember I sat in the bench and I looked at the coaches and I was like, there's no way they're going to lose. Like, it was the only issue, but I didn't see a way out. I was like, there's nothing we can do. They were so thick. The pressure on the ball, never seen. There was 1, 2, 3 guys closing the space. And they would get the ball, bounce quick, and put it in the box. And on the round of 16, the biggest stadium in California, actually the UPSL this year is going to play there in the stadium. The Final Four of the UPSL to make it there. And then we were sitting behind the bench of the coaches, and they were playing a very good team. Georgia was a very good team. They were in the top 10 in the country. 3-0 in the first half. 3-0 and then 10, 9. That I was announcing. The players from Central Methodist were taking the ball to the corner. 20 seconds. Alex was like, put the ball in the box. And then he ended. He started running to the field in the face. You motherfucker! It's one last chance for us. Look at here. It's one last chance for us. I was like, this is kind of mad. In the last 10 seconds, one last chance to put it in the box, right? And I was like, this guy's fucking weird. And then the game was 7-0. Jordan, there's two guys that are playing today. One in the last training now, he's in the big team right now. Cieni, the French guy. The other guy's the guy who's playing the fuck. Jordan knows the fucking 7 years. He's great, man. I was like, Jesus Christ,
I would like to see a video.
I'll try to get that. We'll probably have some on YouTube from there now. And then,
That's it. It's so interesting because that's like, because it's like no, because I can feel, I can smell that because of the subs rule. Like that subs rule is like changes. You know, the game's no longer the same.
yeah.
It's a totally different.
And I hated that, and Coach Ray the rookie is a legendary 9 national championship. He hates that. He's old school. He doesn't make subs at all, which I like. You know? I don't think you have to make subs because you have them. Like Klopp and Liverpool.
Changes the rhythm.
George's leaving Flamengo 2019. Remember, you do like one sub in the 85th minute. You have the best players for you. They do well. You do well. Like, don't sub like the team sub everybody out. I hate that. You know, Liverpool will go 11 guys for 80 minutes. But we could do this, but Coach was like, no, I'm not going to do that. But you know, but we refuse to do it. No, there's only way to put it. You know, and the conflict also that as a player, if I come out 20 minutes, like I lose the coach, I'm not even in rhythm. You need conflict rhythm, you know. But they didn't need it because they're so well and it was so pragmatic. That's the ball is very long, you know. So they need confidence, they need technique, they need, you know. And then but he's such a nice guy, like the players love him as a person because he actually brings the guys together. Like he's like, guys, if you drink and partying, like the Eric thing that he says in the meeting sometimes, he copies from me because I told that story to Eric. Eric said, guys, if you drink and feel him, call me, don't get nothing, don't call me. I told that story to Alex does that. He does 3 years in guys on Instagram, second, I got good, we need to pick you up, I know you have a party, you know. But then people say people like a crazy fitness is next day. You know? No. But he's like, guys, okay, do whatever you want, as long as you're good. But then he's such a nice guy. He's not even really nice. What a nice genuine guy. American, like a weird American guy. He's like, man, I thought I was I just talked to him this week. He's a four-hazing cancer that hasn't made nationals in a while. First year now, he made nationals, and he's like, how is he looking for next year? I said, I'm going to be grateful if I was going to make fun of him. Like, very sincere, but we'll see what he's going to do.
So why is he not? Does he have no interest in like pursuing?
He could have. When he won 2 nationals, people said that he was coaching USL2 as well, very good team, he was USL2. People said the next step was good because he was winning with him. But I don't know. He tried the one, didn't go the one, so I don't think true. I don't know. But I think like obviously but I think in the right profile, somebody's like this could work, you know, alongside, you know, some of the coaches that actually know football. I think they can use some of them, you know. And he's a hard worker, like really crazy guy.
It's not good. Have that whole document about this is what we did, this is what we did, this is what we did, this is what we did. Like they call it like controlled chaos. It's like they have this whole thing, the whole idea of how the players can each player, connection. The whole idea is this is going to be like a net. And then on the ball, they're going to take it like directly into the forward. They're going to head it away and then you're like caught in the net. Too passable. It's good philosophy, eh? Like a smart concept for players to go, yeah, I'm in the fucking net. I'm a fly. Oh, is this the Golden State?
No, that's a big fan. But, why I'm not a big fan of
Ai, ai.
O Benjamin tá aí. Eu achei que eu vi, mas...
O Benjamin tá lá.
Ó,
O Benjamin tá lá.
só ele? Eu nem chamei. Então tudo lá. Eu vou lá em cima. Dois de pênalti.
O Samuel pegando a bola 5 vezes, depois 5
Parece que a Sanita vai proposta boa pra ele.
Quê?
Parece que a Sanita vai proposta boa pra ele. 11 minutos de inteiro.
E ele vai?
Ele tá maluco, ele tá querendo o Juca. No Juca ele vai deitar, mas pô, Sanita é foda. Dois dele é isso aí, 10, 12.
D2, né? D2, né?
Mas numa de outro, você acha que ele consegue pagar menos?
Acho que sim, estão falando com alguma, ninguém ofereceu ainda. Tá esperando o vídeo novo. No Juca ele vai deitar, porque ele é mais aberto, menos fiscalizado. No jogo de Sanita ele tá caindo. Não. Caralho. Caralho.
Vai torcer o joelho, será? Quem é que tá ali, não?
Mariano, só.
Hã?
Mariano.
Um golaço. O cruzamento foi certinho, o movimento foi certinho.
É, mas os caras também ficam preparados ali, né? Não tem fair play. I'm smiling like there's quite a lot of goals in those two parts to it. I'm smiling. I know it's a totally different team or whatever, but like, you can smell it. That's like a partner having picked up or seen before from where I've come from or whatever, I guess. Whether there's like, I don't know if there's any, like, would you do like emergency defending type work, like
It depends. Adriano revenue as much. Depends on the coaches that we have. Like we only philosophy we try, not the human one, but the transparent one that we talked about is to play, right? We like the ball and keep possession, but the way the coaches play, the play was different, way more movement. Adriano com um macho.
O Bracket tá de zagueiro mesmo.
Ué, eu tava jogando jogo. Ah, matei. Tá no meio. Ele já tinha mandado mensagem pro cara, o cara tinha respondido a mensagem, tava meio cold. Aí eu conectei com o gênio dele, daí eu ia na casa da ilha, ele ajudou lá. Que barra.
Foi gol ou... Não.
essa era boa de também nas quatro.
Mas foi falha do Jacob ou foi... O cara que
A bola cruzou na área, pô, um goleiro mais ou menos. O cara ganhou aquela bola ali, ele correu, ele foi na bola, não tem nem estrutura. A bola passou rapidinho por ele. Foi não?
Deixa eu sair.
Jogar um jogo ou outro.
Mas ele já falou alguma coisa do primeiro time?
Ele tava meio bravo. Primeiro.
O Vasco embalou, hein, Nilão?
Quê?
O Vasco embalou.
Empatar com o Flamengo é vitória. Arrumar um pontinho contra o Flamengo é ótimo.
Bom que a gente pode empatar amanhã então com Fortaleza.
Caralho, dá no pé do outro cara, né?
Não, seu médico
Da minha parte, já entrei.
Hein? O médico dele aconselhou você não vir nos jogos desse time. se você visse a quantidade de jogo que a gente viu, você já...
Ele joga pra cacete. Joga muito.
Vascaíno ele, não. Tem que apoiar ele.
Não?
Pô, muito vascaíno. Ele e Kaique. De onde que é essa faculdade mesmo?
Fala só. Dentro da praia.
Vou ver o jogo do Lakers. 8h35 pra começar.
Ó, Detroit 1-0, hein?
You know, I never told you, which I didn't say until I saw your phone. Memphis Depay is in Brazil.
Ernest Team?
Am I Corinthians?
Ah, não. Caralho.
What are you drinking? Is it Gatorade for sure?
Essa menina pausa. Paes, não vai.
Fez 2 gols hoje.
Não, mas Dimitri Paes, não.
Is he a Vasco?
He's fat right now.
38 years old right now.
His value is like bigger than mine.
Affecting the game that much, but he's really good.
Caralho.
Depay fez 2 gols hoje.
What's he doing?
He's one of the experiences the life. He's in the Brazilian favela. Every day comes out a new video.
He's with Neymar, but at least he's performing. Way more hard to. Is he there? Yeah. Is he? Yeah. Posso dar um grito aqui, mas não é todo mundo tomando aqui. Será que vai ficar muito
Qual?
depois de um erro ridículo desse, que eu não posso falar, caralho, porra, vão se foder vocês.
Nilão, tô te chamando ali, Nilão.
Eu fico meio escondido, eu vou lá pra cima e fico escondido.
Nilão, vai
Ninguém
lá.
conhece a minha voz. Porra, deixa. Deixa.
Nilão,
Ninguém conhece a minha voz ali muito bem.
Nilão, tem que levar na brincadeira. Se você for levar a sério, você vai pirar. Porque...
O Detroit tá 1-0 aonde? O Knicks
Ganhou?
ganhou.
Tava na frente de 15 pontos.
O jogo só acaba quando termina.
Pô, tinha começado.
5 a 98.
Pô, a série boa vai ser do Denver e Clippers.
Já foi, né? Foi pra prorrogação.
Vai ser esse 7, certeza.
And this you can press.
So the first game this weekend, this is the second team we're gonna play. We're gonna have 13, 14
E
guys.
nosso Orlandão?
Same team is gonna play.
Nosso Orlandão vai ser varrido?
7, it's better, it's 5 in the team.
Nosso Orlandão vai ser varrido?
Ah, tem grande.
6 good, 4 tough.
Braden team. It's gonna be
I'm a G, amazing. 5, yeah, 5.
Vai ser 4-2, Nilão. A gente vai ganhar os dois aqui.
4, 6,
Não faça o Orlando roubar um joguinho lá em Boston.
3.
It's gonna be some hot ones, huh? What? No, it's good. It means we're gonna have to keep the ball. na verdade, tá 105 a 98 pro Knicks, mas tá dentro do jogo ainda, faltam 6 minutos.
Aí, viu?
Nem você falou, nem o que eu falei, achei que tinha se acabado já.
Pô, eu vi que tava 104 a
Não,
95.
mas tá 95 a 98, o Knicks virou.
Fez os 12 pontos seguidos, não fez? Olha meu filho aí, ó. Bem demais. Esse que falou que a principal habilidade dele era quebrar linhas. E aí o Adriano respondeu que era quebrar o time.
Quebrar as linhas, quebra tudo.
Não, então eu
Quebrar linhas de estresse também.
o jogo a gente tomando 6 a 0 lá na.
Qual time?
Hã? Grêmio.
O Jaci já quebrou 3 coisas em casa lá comemorando.
Porra.
Ela é muito fanática?
Hã? É, mas não assiste. É, mas não assiste. Fica muito nervosa assistindo.
Ah, merda.
Quase fez escanteio pra gente.
Just bragging from
She's drafting. Yeah, on this one. I mean, Jacob will stay, but he'll be the 6th one.
Um sábado de aleluia, hein? Que isso? 40? 40.
Começou antes da Jacob.
40, pô. Ah, é verdade, eu parou de
84. Não cresce muito.
É certo. Quem merece?
Aqui, ó. Caraca.
baseball. Baseball.
Shohei Ohtani.
They play in Brazil? Baseball?
No.
Just
Just
there are some teams, but not professional. You took me to Porto, or everything is
Yeah.
It will be my place to so I'm
The Chargers used to be in San Diego, so now they are in Los Angeles. The Chargers are American football, Padres. I love everything from San Diego.
Crazy sport. What a crazy sport baseball is.
I like that.
It is a beautiful sport.
Look at you.
Huh?
Here's my student. I remember we had two coaches in this league that were more common actually
Cara, ele tem 20 expulsos.
the possession game, and one is another reason that the Brazil national team. The other one, you probably know him. I don't know if he's really good. He's video, say, he's intense guy, burn the guys, came from anything but but he watched it for he's good. Everybody says a genius, but it's too much.
Yeah.
So it's already good possession, but he stretch when he goes longer, right? The first part of the field is a little bit, and just go behind the line. And then remember when Fernando Diniz was in São Paulo, there was a big thing in this in Brazil. I actually know him, Charlie Diniz at the time. Like a famous influence of Diniz, and he posted a video saying, why Diniz doesn't do like São Paulo? Why doesn't stretch the game sometimes? Why everything has to be
Caralho. Olha o gol do Grêmio.
Que foi contra mesmo? Qual foi?
And when I saw that, for me, it was an easy answer.
Pô, deu
The way I
8 mil
see it,
chutes pro
there's no right
gol.
or wrong. But usually, when I was a coach, how I like to see it. So the four phases of the game, you know, the defensive game, the position,
Só fez de goleiro, gol contra o goleiro.
I like to see the game. I say it as a circle because it goes round. My dream is to have the team connected and ready for the four phases, the 11 guys, right? So first I like the combination of guys fight together. So I always felt like that. So the first phase, when I used to do a head coach, I was studying with me and everything, the guys and players, but I used to come up with things in my head. I used to like some of the PDF I know from my coach, these guys put in Boston, have a lot of, if they like these Patreon, have a lot of videos, how the crowd in the world is fucking good. So I remember I used to think like, so the first phase again, let's say we're doing, like I used to break down the first phase into 8 sub-phases, right? So the offensive phase, like the build up and the high possession, right? So your beauty, for me, I want to keep my team out, everybody across the midfield line. Post yourself here, start placing, because when you lose the ball, everybody should be tied already where they're going, right? Connected. So if you stretch, it's okay to stretch, but then when you lose the ball, everything's disconnected, you have no pressure. Either, pressure after losing or high pressure, you're not connected, right? So I always start with an easy answer. I like the game as a circle. For your beauty, I'd say a circle because you can just play, and then you're high possession, and then you lose the ball, pressure after losing the ball, or high pressure to break it, right? And then you lose. Little block, right? So you're very circle. So I always thought about that. I want 11 guys connected in a circle, never breaking apart, especially getting 20 to 25, 30 yards, right? So I never had a means to think about, that's why I used to use third. I always had to think about it as a assistant coach in the beginning with me, but I was the manager of situations you can do. Derek was the one leading the session. But I would tell him, like, Eric, that's how my dream is to see the team playing, right? I don't want to stretch on everybody. My dream is to see what Barcelona did, that they were never on the half. They're always here, attacking, right? 80% of the game, they're always here. That's the dream, right? And then courage to run back, to run behind, right? Courage to play a high line and be smart. Even if it's slow, I remember running Barcelona, they had like some shorts in the back. Eric Garcia was slow, but he would cheat. He would start early, right? Right now, the kids with Garcia, he's not slow, but he's not fast back. But like, that was my dream. Play on their field, right? And then the offensive game that I like, I never studied, but the one that I like the most, like attacking the line 5. Between my teams the past few years, right? Some people prefer to put like the wingers out and the tacklers in sometimes the outside back in the middle. I like to put the outside back high right. I don't know if you remember the years, 2 years ago, Germany destroyed Portugal with 4 goals coming from Kimmich to Busquets, right back to us. Yeah. And then, because there was 3 guys in the middle, and then it was Miller, Gnabry or something. There was 3 guys in the middle, and Portugal was holding them with 4. they couldn't keep up with this. But if they do this, you go back to the middle, right? They can only do, so this is some ideas that I get in my mind, like map, right? I watch the games, like, okay, they cannot defend a line of 5, right? And remember, next game, England playing Germany, they put the England's playing 4 in the back, and then the next game they saw what happened. I don't know what happened, I don't know what Southgate did, but I knew the next game, England was 5, and England beat Germany. I was like, fuck, man, like, there's something there, and they're looking, what I'm looking here and seeing. And Portugal, like, sometimes you, half time you figure out. The second half there was 2 conceding the same goals, win back, or something. So I also, Eric, my dream is like the whole game, my right back, oh, it's a wing back. No, it's a right back. Well, of course, in a 3-4-3 is more wing back. But I like to say it's a defender that is wide and high because you don't need to go back. You know, because you're going to stay here. And then the reason I love the 3-4-3 because if you manage to be a 3-5-2 and lose a ball, it clicks with the 4-3. And in UPS some college, everybody plays 4-3, the majority. So I remember saying, it's 2 center forwards or 2 center backs. Wing back, outside backs, 3 in the middle, 3 in the middle. We lose the ball. I had this skill, I don't know if it works, but I used to say, some people like to press the ball. Don't press the ball, press the guy, like I told you that Talenta used to do it. Lose the ball, everybody goes to your man. And stay tight with him, because the whole 5-10 yards, when they get there, they're going to have the ball in the highest level, and, you know. So I used to use those ideas there. That's my dream, just looking at it. I don't care the formation, stay on their field, all right? When lose the ball, get it back. And the best thing I've seen doing my whole life was Barcelona 09-13. I remember when back some games, like, the Celtics not on the ball because I remember they destroyed Real Madrid and Bernabeu 5-0, 5-1, whatever, Mourinho over there. And I remember, I'm always a why guy. Why is this happening? Because Real Madrid has been now, because they're as good as Barcelona. I know Barcelona has more possession, but they don't see the secrets off the ball. That's really like easy. Like 3 seconds, they would drop the ball. If they didn't go back, the ball was into the outside to the high line. I was like, fucking hell, Real Madrid was just pressing after lose the ball, but like a regular, normal pressing. And Barcelona is crazy, nasty, Pedro, you know, like a fucking Villa, you know. So I always tell the guys, my dreams like that safe, you know, and it stayed there. Like, offensive play, favorite possession to penetration, you know. But I say all those things, but I'm the master philosopher guy. You ask me, okay, run a session out there. And we do a macro session. How I get there, I don't know. That's why I need you guys.
Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. That's it. No, I love that.
If I were to ask you why do you like the 3-4-2 so much, how would you respond?
I would say that. So I think I did a bunch of research. I think it's the most optimal formation for football. So I did so I come from my background to one is I've been fortunate enough to get 2 degrees. So I've come
One in chemistry, man.
yeah. So I learned some crazy shit. So you know, so sodium chloride, salts, table salt. This is how we're gonna get into some crazy shit sometime.
You know, it's funny, sorry to interrupt. When I saw this resonate, I took things, I said, I love this in a philosophical guy like me, you definitely use a lot of the chemistry, you know, like the behind the chemistry. I will use that for football, you know, I use some of the technicality as well.
No, I was just saying that basically, the way it works is sodium chloride, okay? So you have like a lot of balls, chloride balls, chloride ions, they go like this, here, like in a row, like a line. The sodium, they fit. So what they're trying to do now, like nature is telling them that the way to maximum attract more ions is to be in the gaps of it. So blah blah blah. So it talks about like optimizing space. So like the 3-4-3, then you have a line of three. In front of those are 2 midfielders in the gaps. 3 forwards are in the gaps in front. And the 2 wing backs are in the gaps on the side of the efficient way to which is why bees store honey in so that's the theory. So it's like a base.
Break the theory horizontally, like vertical, you have this like 7 lines. I think that's vertical. You have the 7 lines.
Quais são nossos ou
No,
Nossa.
like field, not.
Nossa.
No.
So that was well, that's just and then I've some learnings as well. It's just been like the problem we had last year a little bit was we just did too many changes. Like when you change too much, just change too much. Like when you get that high level, you end up like just everything you do is like how you change how you change to play this team because you know you can know everything on planet Earth these days, right? So you end up you don't have a lose your taste. But you'll see, I mean, it's going to be just a purely good song. We're going to have some good fun because my 3-4-3 is different. It's inspired by a guy called Tata Martino, who's Mexican coach. So he always attacks 3-4-3, but he uses the middle of the 3 to step through. As you widens the centre backs off, steps the middle one through, and the goalkeeper comes up to be the third centre back in the goal.
Right, so the center backs, what are we doing?
So you got the flat 3, the 2 wide ones, stay there. The one in the middle. Yeah, when the ball goes into the wing back, the wide centre back, the one in the middle comes through, and the goalkeeper covers it into the
I think Pat was doing that with John Stones at some point.
yeah.
Something like that, similar. John Stones would start, and then something will happen. You like run and turn backward. He was funny, and prepare himself like in a different way.
No, Alvarez. I mean, there's a guy who's West Ham. He's called Edson Alvarez, but he used to. Tata used to have his used to play his Mexico.
Passou pra mim.
It would be like,
Vai atrás das bolas pra mim. Onde você tá? Tá lá em cima, na bancada?
the bus is going to go there.
Ah.
Front to the
Pede pra alguém do banco ali catar as bolas pra mim, por favor.
and then if the ball goes in,
Obrigado. Vê aí com alguém do banco ali.
sure, and then it goes back to the keeper.
Olha. Vê alguém do banco ali.
And then
This is so interesting. I just want to ask you two right now. So, what is the best way for you to? Because for me, Alex, the best way to introduce them, to make them fixate the idea and understand them, is the macro session, stopping and talking. That's not the most productive thing that I can see in the course. And like, I used to think that it was good to be like 3 or 4 days in a week of that, 30, 40 minutes macro so they can grasp. And Eric knows from God knows that's not how to do revision actually, because it does it out in the work. But the other who does that, he's going to do this and after that. But I don't know the answer. Everything you just said really. Like, how are you going to talk? Are you going to talk to the mind? Are you going to do through the nuclear beauty with the how would you do that session?
no, so there's 3. The way I do it is the way we're going to work together with Pedro. Right? The way there's 3 formations, right? So you start with the 3-4-3, which is 11 side. You take the wing backs out, and you have 3-2-3, which is 8 side. And then you take the wide centre backs side out, and then you end up with the 1-2-1. So everything is either based off 1-2-1 against 1-2-1 4 side. Yes. So you either 1-2-1 or they're like you get two groups and 1-2-1 tight. It's more sided position. Or you're in 3-2-3, 3-2-3. Everything's positioned.
And you explain it in a way that their brains will absorb that you're doing this because of that. Right? A lot of times, the coaches, they have that idea, but they're not good communicators. Not that they're not good communicators in life, but of the idea, right?
Yes.
So I'm like, when I was a player, I would never figure out sometimes why the coach is doing that. I just thought it was a fun session, right? And I thought they lacked that. Like, they explain to you why you're doing this and think like macro. And doing the naked thinking, think what's going to happen in the game, right? So for me, I've seen coaches that are like, the boss room, the college room, whatever I'm doing, like, explain it. Even if it takes 5-10 minutes, we don't have that slot or have as a club, we don't have like a classroom. Like Eric, the Tampa Bay, if there's 1 hour classroom with a video before the game, it doesn't have to explain anything, because everything is always being said, you know? But we have to stop and talk about, like, I love to see that happening. Like, you guys are talking to the community, like, they're becoming smarter players, because that's what happens when they come here, they think they know the game, and when they get the coaches, they're like, wow. It was nothing.
No, it's gonna be. I mean, I'm gonna have to learn because like it's very different to what I'm used to. But it's like we would do a lot of intervention work. Like if it's not right, it's intervention. Like I need to smell how to the right timing in terms of.
Anilo, viu? Por falta de uma fila eu
But I'm
entrei.
like, my coaching style is like very I don't like it. I mean, like second, not like in a minute. I'm just being
You know what's my thing like these days? From 10 years from now, I'd say from 2014 to today, because of the internet, right? Because of the information out there, the players that they don't even know what they want, but they want. They absorb so much content today. Like, me as a player, I don't know. I played from the highest level 2008 to 2013 for 12 I didn't know what I wanted to. Like today, they all see these podcasts and the videos and everything. So the expectation is so high for them to come with coaches that actually going to teach them, you know, like the cover ball and non-cover ball, you know, like this thing, small things that, you know, when you see videos of fucking, there's some videos on YouTube of like, you know, the last video, you know, just talking and just like continue with like 30-year-old guys that don't like learning things. And sometimes they're just like, they're here for it, you know? And for looking at it because really about the team, they're still like an academy system. That's why I always like to provide them, you know? They come here fucking hard, they're doing it nice. I heard concepts that I heard before. Not to be fucking possible because it's too deep and that's what we're doing, you know? I love when they're giving the kids that and the bar with the Brazilians they're doing summer. The bar is low, which is good because Brazil is still living like a 2-year-old. It's not much modern coaches, things are not very modern. A lot of talent and creativity. But you're missing those concepts, you know? But not in a tight way. I still love the 50%, the 50% creativity, freedom, you know, and expressing yourself the way you are. I don't know how you think about that, but I don't like coaches that I want to be like a American figure, you know, call the exact way they think happen. I believe in the decision making of the moment. As a striker, for example, I design like a striker session that I sometimes when I have coach and I sometimes I want to do this stuff because of the striker. Like, I would put the striker in the tell them, listen, as a striker, you have like you have like 5-6 options where this ball is going before it gets to you. And you gotta know your radar should be on for 6, right? And I always tell them, number 1 is what that always says, give back to your team. You know what to do? Give back to your team. There's no pressure there. You play to your play back. Second one, boom, hold it and absorb pressure. And then make them like 3 seconds. Don't move, hold it, don't move, right? Second one, like straight to the back to the side. Okay? Lean back, just a big fireball to the side. The fourth one, you do like a layoff, right? Hold it, layoff, that's the finish. Fifth one will be to turn, right? Which I've never done in my life, but I had my career, I just like another turn. And the sixth one is one that I use sometimes I don't even put, I forgot what it is. I would just put like a 6-1 that would be something extra. But then I'll do repetition 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sometimes we call 3, 5, and then after that, a little small game, we get first and back. Say, guys, you have to know, right? And I would make cues, like I would take the outside back south. And I'm going to send that south, right? I would tell them that thing. Carry him and come asking for the ball. He has to be a layoff between the position, right? So just make them think, what should I do in those 6 decision process, right? But it's your decision. Right? But again, it's not as more of a micro position based. I love to see that in the market. Because get something, change something, and they're making a fucking decision within what it learns from you guys.
Oh, beautiful. It's tough because I'm not some psychology in power play your brain likes speed. Principles 1, 2, 3. When you go to 4, the brain does move. It can't rationalize why 4. No, it's going to be I can literally, I take too much enjoyment and I just like fucking let me as half a pitch changing the phase and then getting it in fucking front to back 30 yards, side to side, 45, 50, 60 yards. One thing I learned from Jesse was totally different couple of lives. But you know one thing is just as soon as the ball's in the position, you've got the centre backs to what you would call it locking back mark. So what they would do is the ball would go, say like they build and it goes to the full back here and it's constantly gets his centre back mark 2 forwards straight. So 2 forwards could be yeah, so it's crossing the line there. You've got his 2 centre backs straight in front well at 35. So as soon as that goes heavily away, they're just adjusting it down and then it goes back.
Because use my rationale behind it, right? Look at my rationale behind it. Very smart about it. With the pressure after losing the ball, right? Post losing pressure. Usually what ignites a counter is the detachment of those forwards from it, because even if you're defending like a Palanta and they used to go man to man with a 3-5-2, the 3 center backs they wouldn't go man to man because it's tough. Like they have to kind of have a zone there in the middle. They cannot. One guy's there. What are you gonna do? Open the whole thing? But you can if you're courageous enough and if you know you're not gonna let them turn, right? So I've always thought about that as a striker. I was like, okay, but you're pressing high, but that ball that bounced back from the box, I'm the guy that I'm gonna break the whole pressure, high pressing, right? Because the center backs are not coming behind me if I drop deeper, you know. So and I remember when I was trying to design something like that. I was trying to design something like that for when I was a head coach. I remember I had head coaches that one was a good kicker, one was a center back because they had a better vision as a defensive player. And I designed that 3-5-2 that I said I choose center forward from the outside back to the outside back. The 3 in the middle for 3 in the middle, 3-5-2, locking for the 3. But then my 3 in the back, in some games, especially in the UPSL, because some of the forwards were like wingers. Yeah, the wingers they're like swapping the UPSL, but it's chaos, which is worse for us, you know. We're trying to knock them out, but then you go whatever, and then my center backs wouldn't go with them, and then we fuck the whole thing because they will get the ball deep, right? And they'll come, and I was telling myself like, should I send them into man? What should I do? Right? One said no, just stay in zone and let them there. One said like maybe they got inside of the ball and shift the other 2. But that was when I would lose my mental move, you know?
Milão, o Knicks fez 21-0 no quarto. Hã? Ganhou? Não, ganhou.
I've got to tell you, by the way, Tom. There's not many people I've had some fortune and I'm sure you know this as well, like, not necessarily for the first time, because there's a lot of people just scratching their asses and jobs somehow. Just like, bollocks, man. And even I was lucky enough to work with Phil Neville and what you just talked about is like when you spoke through the 6 watching session, you spoke about the tactical problem, you just spoke about the DT issue.
Expulsou essa moto.
It's
wild, man.
I've seen Brazil is not a standard not like Brazil. The level, it's a paradox. The level of knowledge and the head coach and the training is the level of the game day, he would read things so well, right? But he didn't have the back, the philosophical, the why, and when he did it, so there's no session there. Small side, 11v11, yeah. And then the low block a little bit there, because low block has always been a tactical approach. Nothing with the offensive game, I never had in Brazil. And I remember like, you guys are thinking him as a head coach, and then here in college as well, semi-pro, and all this. And obviously I always believe that there's layers as well. Nobody's good at, I always say that, like a head coach, he has 20 things that he could be good at, right? He's always good on 3 or 4, right? Like, me talking about somebody that is bad in the macro game is the same thing that they're talking about me doing nothing about fitness, right? Diet, I know, that's a part of being a head coach as well as a leader, but he's also on yourself people to accomplish. But of course it gets more evident when the tactical, it's seeing the high in the zoo. There's always this discussion of the zoo national team first division. That's what one national team, the zoo first division national championship. So many coaches look like they're talking interviews like, somebody's died. He doesn't, he's just one screen. Sometimes lazy, sometimes just there to get a check.
Yeah, no, that's refreshing. So just for lots of reasons, but you actually just don't get these confidence. This is probably like me and a very good friend called ironically, and a 10-year-old assistant coach. More
Que isso? Que isso? Não. O melhor do Murilo Henrique e esse menino não dá nem pra comparar.
Futebol, bola no pé, ele chegou onde tá sendo passe, vem por dentro da tabela. Futebol tem mais, o Murilo pode ser um pouquinho mais.
Segunda já começa, mas aí
Vai ter uns 10, 15 ele treinando ainda pra ajudar a gente. Mas vai ter
Que é sobrinho? Sobrinho não, meu filho.
acredito que vai.
Edu vai? Tá certo?
Já teve 3 semanas atrás com ele no esporro já vazou de novo, já fiquei puto lá.
Mas eu...
Porque ele era pra vir, não avisou ninguém que não ia vir mais. Pô, Renan, não existe. Eu falei, Eduardo, ele,
tem nada a ver,
desculpa,
não,
chefe.
não tem nada a ver com ele,
Eu
você
sei
tá
que não.
perguntando,
Eu falei,
pô.
porra, Eduardo,
Oxe.
caralho, só avisa os...
Você sempre defende ele. Porque
Não,
você sempre...
mas eu não tô fazendo essa pergunta.
Eu falei com ele, falei, Du, ele falou, não, deu um problema, eu vou ter que trabalhar 2 semanas. Eu falei, você não avisou, Adrianinho? Desculpa, chefe. Caralho. Entendo, era pra ele começar realmente agora só. Ele pediu pra vir 2 semanas antes, porque ele deve estar gordo pra fora. E caralho, comunica, cara. Aí Vitor Parreiro começa já, ele, João volta, o Murilo Henrique volta, os Japas, mais um tá machucado com o pé quebrado,
Pô, então vem. Pô,
o Jim.
quantos vão vir pro departamento médico?
O Zé que tá machucado também, já chegou, tá machucado. Dia de sábado e domingo a gente vai ter 12 caras de linha. Eu e a Eric não queremos escrever nenhum desses moleques aí, mas talvez tenha que ter uns 3 ou 4. Isso é foda.
O Dynamic lá dá pra escrever.
Não, mas a parada é isso, a parada eu não quero escolher, dar a chance de 3 ou 4 jogar o PSL, os outros não, é sacanagem, entendeu? Mas vou ter que fazer. Não, se escrever, vou escrever muito bom.
Mas vê
Casar os dois.
quem vai querer, tipo.
Não, mas não é nem isso, eu tô falando, eu vou, aí eu vai falar, vocês não vão jogar o PSL de 26, 27, acho que o segundo bola já teve. Eu falei, não, ninguém vai jogar pra todo mundo. Aí eu boto 4 e eu por que você escreveu? Porque eu quis.
Porque ele foi no treino, acabou.
Não, mas maior galera vai.
ficar aqui podem ser inscritos.
O quê?
Quais desses meninos que vão ficar até o final mesmo que podem ser inscritos no Mariano?
Como assim, que vai ficar até dia 30?
Você falou, ainda vou precisar, eu não estava querendo, mas a gente vai ter que inscrever algum.
Vão ficar porrada. Porrada vai embora dia 29, 30, os 15, 20. A gente escolhe quem a gente quiser, mas não queria ninguém, mas... Tinha que ter mais gente chegando cedo e não tem.
A gente chegando saudável.
Também. João tá fudido, mas vai treinar.
Zagueiro?
Ele tá com o tornozelo meio bichado, mas tirou uma semana agora, vamos ver.
Pô, deve estar jogando no.
O Oliver tá bichado.
Ele deve estar jogando no 5 só.
Agora ele é árbitro lá.
Ele tá trabalhando lá, fica. Tem mais um que tá fudido. O que é?
O Jorge.
Não, um desses locais. Que de cidade tá fudido mesmo?
Pô, isso aí, Foi quebrar a linha.
And you're like, it was only after a while that I was like, fuck, that's such a, the whole thing changed.
I was Marsh men
Yeah, he's good. He's a teacher. He's got a teacher.
he has energy passion.
Energy. Yeah, he's a teacher coach. Like he's a John's like that. I'm a bit like that. You need a thing. You need a balance, don't you? Yes, I'll have suspension
For red cards in the moment.
So no accumulated yellows?
Furar a bola não?
Não, parece que tá vazio.
Recuperação.
Filipão, pra ele falar assim, he needs to get better cognitive and technique.
Deve ter o quê? Uns 30 minutos? 30, 35 já?
31.
40 ou 45? Pega lá agora ou espera? Hã? E pra onde que a gente vai? Porque ele vai me ver no lado então.
Ah, espera aqui,
Mas ele vai me ver aqui. Deixa acabar o jogo e eu pego, porque ninguém vai sair, né? Correndo.
Não, mas já fica ali com o negócio ali.
Hã?
Não tem que sair por ali?
Levels of difference.
bracket cracking in my house because you didn't go in. And you gotta be able to pay a rent because the Japanese are really but if I put like in the other level of the wall, it's right above that company.
Trying to figure out it's like just been
What are the main characteristics of the technical to be fast, small,
ideally all of it, but if
last year we had a perfect one just
I said like don't take this the wrong way. Some of the American experiences of that. It's tough to get
well, the best in the look at me. He's tall, lean, very technical, not very crazy. Very smart and technical. So, it's not that mobile. Because on the other top and back João is just a bull physically. Technique is okay. It's just so good.
He's a perfect one.
You put him ball behind his back. Nobody can see African kid. And then the other one, we have this kid who because he's general. It's supposed to be very good, not top, but very good, but he uses his general. But then we have 4 more center backs that are good coming to on top. They're good. It's the Netherlands, it's the Rico. And then probably some good music that they do.
That's the interesting thing. That's the interesting thing.
We have one, I'll let you know. At least, still a best player team on the team. He's very off-shape probably because he's playing with us. He's been with us for 2 years. I always study with us. But this semester is not a young player with him. He's quick strong. He's able to very worth my money. Just come back in summer. If you haven't really been able to be off-shape, he's so good. And he's a center mid, 6 or 8. I think this is really good. But I remember last spring, we didn't have many center backs. We wanted to play 3 backs to be maybe more secure. They put Eduardo in the middle of center backs. He's 20 because there's more space, more vision, right? On 180 vision, nobody comes from his back. He was just absurd at his center back. And I was like, fuck, man. Because he's so good, he can play anywhere. He was actually better than us at the team. It's not a big difference.
It's beautiful because, well, it's beautiful.
But with João, you don't cover from him?
But I've got, in my squad, I've got a with 200 to put in slides on this shit.
If you guys need some days, we're doing it. If you been to our office now?
No, not yet.
Oh, you didn't do it. I'll go take you home. The office like 5 minutes. We'll take you right out to this. And I'll have you go to
Like these sort of things, I think I was even saying to the guys in the court, we were at a call the other day, I said to me, one thing I really want to because you know I'm gonna try and like professionalize it a little bit to get the most out of certain things. And you know me already, and you know that
For me, if it starts
I'm
with
not
passion,
able
finish
to
with
support.
passion.
Yeah, it's got
That's what
nothing
it
to do with that. I'm only bothered about getting it. That's why I've got like fucking. I don't need to have problems like to make them
Andrew will be the man that he'll bring even like the iPad for training. I'll ask him if he needs anything, to buy anything technological. I'll love to guys to have something on the field every day, not to show the guys. Sometimes the second team training, first team every day, first team ends with the show. I can actually see from Coach State right now, it's a college. I can see Coach B doing the last class. It's maybe some session day or two.
Hey! Play call!
this quick when you played.
Me?
Yeah.
The game was quick for me.
As in, like, was there some of your forwards like quick as this one?
This guy's not on today, but he's so.
Cara, se fudeu. Ele chutou a bola. Aí ficou aqui a bola. Aí veio pular. Quando ele foi pular, ele caiu pra trás de volta. Por que ele fechou aqui o meio?
See there now, that's like half.
Dale Colombia, dale.
You got any plans for Easter, big man? What's your Easter plans?
Lunch my mom.
Oh yeah. You see her often?
Yeah, she lives like, it's actually 20 minutes from here. 45.
Your wife go and your wife go. Have you got a little one?
Right?
Have you got a
Kid?
you got a wife? I knew you had a wife. Yeah, you don't have a little one, no? A kid now?
3 cats.
3 cats. Hopefully your wife go with you to
The one thing that I'm looking at offers is religious encourage change. I mean, none of it's against that. It's with a passion to do it. And then
culture of it.
we have sometimes training disease that you can have that coach. Fucking I can do that, but my thought process is like, send everybody home. Don't training for this tomorrow. Going to complain about that. Just play the game. You fucking take some rest.
So you're motivated.
Just get that away from you. Just move. Like the best coaches I've ever seen in my life. Really hard. Like, and when you're training the coaches, don't be one on all Roberts. It's unbelievable the culture. Like, there's no like when you're training session, the ball goes out of line. Ball's out. No, the ball's my ball. It's an ball is great. I always think that's like it's great because now they don't even recover back. They have some energy. Use that in your hand. It's fucking little thing.
5 yards outside.
You will do it.
I was standing right there. I was in line with.
Então leva esse aí, tem Gatorade dentro.
Pega aí, porque senão eu não vou conseguir levar as coisas.
I was literally standing right there. I was behind the last defender. He was behind me.
Next weekend we have a yourself. There are a couple. Saturday and Sunday. You start with yourself, right? Are you guys having? Yeah. Some already.
That one I know. They told me to shut up.
That's when he comes down, play somebody.